flat earthers.
Hey, what's up, guys? Hope everything's good.
No, it's not. It's not.
What you're hearing right
I
now
don't want to offend,
is the
and I just want to make out
Dragnauct
okay.
hangout.
Is that okay?
I was there
I don't want to
asking
offend
a question,
if any
like,
of my posts that I made.
you know, please,
You know what I mean?
please to actually provide me with certain thing rather than appealing to their ignorance. But as you can see, he just blocked me, delete my comments. I didn't address any wrong, whatever. He just blocks people. What I simply asked was that if this guy named Emperor Atheist could actually back up something, because he claims that there is no God, or at least he believes that there is no God. If that's the case, then he can actually should, in fact, not appeal to his own. What I noticed that he can only appeal to his own, and all these atheists right now dogging on people, no matter how and what kind of people they are, they can only block me. Especially this guy, this pretentious guy named Dragnauct. He got all these people all together, and then they can all dog on people, especially like this Tony Hooper. All I had asked was a question: can you prove the non-existence of God without appealing to your own ignorance? But what do I see? All I see is blocking, and also all I see is personal attacks. All I see is just deletion, delete commenting. I mean, I don't know what the problem is. You know, this is how I know that guy named Dragnauct. He is nothing but a pretentious one. He's not serious about wanting to know what is true. He's not interested in wanting to know uh, what is false. Nothing but ignorance he's appealing to. So whenever we see stuff like this, we can pretty much know that he is nothing but a fake atheist wannabe. Moreover, he's just a coward. But we're gonna listen to what they say a little bit for now.
You still have other people that just run away. So you need some ball handlers, slumpers, being content. Otherwise, they're like, what? Are they actually challenging me? Oh, run away!
Right. I just needed to get myself straight. I just needed to make my point. That was it. Good night. You're the only one I care about. There you go.
Okay.
So I'm going to mute now. Carry on as you were.
Airing of grievances. That's fine. That's what we do.
Absolutely. No. I don't want to fall out with midnight because I love midnight. That's fine.
That's my old friend. So, yeah, like you got the worst. I don't know if you've heard of the Infidel Guy show way back in the day. A guy named Rachel Finley. This guy's been debating before I even discovered debates or anything on YouTube. And he got a chance to kind of view G-Man live in full color, and because I sent him a video, because he and I talk on Facebook. But he is a science educator. Like, he is actually trying to work on his PhD in science communication and public health. Like, he's doing
Exactly what this is what I mean.
He has this background, so he knows more than this stuff. More than me, hell.
Stroke away.
And so he was describing, like, he has certain students in his class, like G-Man.
I don't know why they're so ignorant of a lot of things.
In his class that remind him of G-Man,
it's strange.
Special needs kids. And so that's about right.
It is very, very strange these guys are going through, as if that they trying so hard to deny. Interesting.
Step by step.
Really?
Right. But
I don't think the Socratic method would work. I think we just need
See this guy right here on the screen, who's actually you cannot see that on the screen. You can only see that. You can only hear it. I can only I'm having you listen to it without actually showing the video. I don't want to show the guy's face and embarrass the guy. The guy's name is the Emperor Atheist. And what Dragnauct was doing is that he was using him to spank G-Man. And of course, G-Man got spanked the heck out of it last time. Was it yesterday? Poor guy. Hey, what's up, Sabella? How are you? My question is that, they gotta prove, actually. You see, this Emperor Atheist, what he's saying basically to actually back up his argument is that nothing but his opinion. He's appealing to his opinion. He's appealing to what he doesn't know. Like as if that he has reviewed all the evidences in the world and then say that, there's no God. Yet he firmly believes in that non-existence of God without actually providing any evidence. In other words, this dumbass, the Emperor Atheist, he can only appeal to ignorance. And that is a logical fallacy. And I asked the question. I asked that particular question. And guess what? These atheist wannabes, and I call that, these are not skeptics. These don't even want to actually have honest discussion. This Dragnauct, he can only block my account. He can only delete my channel. Comments. What a censoring idiot, this guy. And he said that, oh yeah, you can troll me. Oh yeah, you can come whatever, except Thick Shades, calling me thicky without even apologizing properly, doubt dropping. What kind of idiot is this? Idiocy is this? They praise this guy named Emperor Atheist for making logical fallacy. And obviously, G-Man doesn't even know. I bet he didn't know what kind of fallacy this Emperor Atheist keep on making. Not only that, you cannot actually condone any sort of behavior, meaning, let's say, lying. I noticed that this Emperor Atheist, within his limited knowledge, he was assuming or asserting that the Bible has contradiction, without even actually trying to understand nor giving one example of that contradiction is. It says here, it says there, therefore it is a contradiction. Therefore your Bible, not only that, has certain contradiction. He doesn't go like that. He just says, oh, the Bible has contradiction. Oh, I know Torah. Oh, I used to, I was preparing for ministry. That sort of idiocy. And when I was watching that sort of idiocy and fallacy, and then G-Man just screaming and shouting, I'm like, oh my Lord, he's just an embarrassment to Christianity, to actually even not able to address that kind of fallacy. It's just stupidity beyond belief. And I noticed that Dragnauct was using this sort of idiocy just to, how should I say, to justify himself. He doesn't want to address a question himself. He is that much a child. He doesn't want to actually address the issue. He just hide away, block people, delete comments, and that kind of things that I'm dealing with. You see, the reason why these guys are running from me is because they will get reproved. The reason why they don't want to open their mouth before me is because they get reproved. And the same thing, likewise with G-Man. The reason why he cannot actually confront me is because of exactly that. Dragnauct and G-Man, these two wannabes are quite afraid of me. I bet my bottom dollar, Sabella. The question that I asked was very simple. It's not whether that he can provide an evidence or not, all right? It's very hard for anyone to have a discussion with fools, because fools will just appeal to their own ignorance. You see, Sabella, you can ask them whatever the question they want. And guess what? All they can do is attack me personally, call me names, and guess what? And they say, oh, we are for free speech. Oh, we are welcome all the skeptic questions. But thing is, all they can do is that they attack me personally. they attack me with ad homs. You see that? The thing is, Isabella, I don't know why you are hanging around with these people. It's very strange. I see you there, not asking math questions, but just hanging around these idiots. Listen, these atheist wannabes are fools. They're more than fools. These are not just atheists, Isabella. These are not skeptics. These are people hating atheist wannabes, you know, and they will hate anything that they have or they know or worship, including God. So, for example, they hate me for without any reason, and then whatever I do believe, they hate. That's what they are. They can only appeal to their own ignorance, and they are quite proud of it. And also, they're quite proud of deleting comments and appealing still to their ignorance and making personal attacks and harms against people like me. Do you understand, Sabella? No, I didn't. No, they didn't. They will address the question I asked later. I'm sorry, Sabella. That was not my question. First of all, and secondly, it was kind of like my question. My question is that why is it they can only appeal to their own ignorance and say that, you know, they don't believe in the existence of God as if that they have reviewed all the evidences in the world? That is actually called appealing to ignorance. And that's all they have been doing. And in fact, if you look at all these skeptics, I say that these are atheist wannabes. These are not skeptics. These are not atheists. These are atheist wannabes. They are intentionally trying to find certain excuse that is not even excuse so that they can justify and saying that, oh, there is no God, when they cannot even, in fact, cannot come up with one thing. This is exactly the problem that I see with these stupid people. And this is why God said even that these are fools. And if you hang around with fools, Isabella, you will become fool. All right, so you're gonna have to watch out about that, you know. So my question to you, Dragnauct, I understand why you want to put forth this emperor atheist, because you're gonna get all ashamed saying atheist this, atheist that. I've seen you kind so many times, you're cowardly kinds. You wouldn't say stuff, but rather you would use other person like emperor atheists, ignorant ones, to actually combat a G-man or like whoever. And actually, in actuality, with people like you can actually learn, you block. And then along with your cronies, you have people talk against me using a bunch of personal checks. So my question is very simple, Dragnauct. Bottom line, why do you appeal to ignorance? Why do you appeal to your own ignorance, saying that there is no God? Or saying that you don't believe in God? Or saying that you believe in the non-existence of God? That is appealing to ignorance. That's all form of appealing to ignorance. Whether you don't believe in God because you don't have any evidence, whether you don't believe in the existence of God, or you believe in the non-existence of God, they are all results of appealing to your ignorance. Okay, so please provide something solid. It doesn't have to be evidence. If it is something in your philosophical background, then back it up, right? You cannot just say, oh, there is no God because Bible has contradiction. First of all, the Bible is not God, you idiot. I'm sorry to call you an idiot. The Bible is a book that is written by many men who are inspired by God. And with that book, we can teach others, like instruct others, or reprove others, or, we can fact check with certain things. We can compare with other stories or history. It's not God All right. So when you straw man like that, saying that, oh, but the Bible has a contradiction, therefore God doesn't exist. When you put stuff like that, obviously you are totally uneducated. And obviously, when you guys are uh, trying to debate, you can be all loud as a gongs, but it has no substance. You are lying in saying that there is no God, or in saying that you don't believe in the existence of God. You don't believe in the existence of God insofar as your knowledge is concerned. So when you actually appeal to something that you do not know and say that as if that you know, then you are making that logical fallacy. Okay? So please, I want you to actually, hey, what's up, Chris? Sabella don't understand what she says. Well, I she understands. I've known her a very long time. It's just that she's a woman, and she's a quite dramatic and busy one. But her hand and mind is there. I just hope that we can be patient toward people like that. But I'm just saying that if you hang around with that sort of people, then you become a fool like that. Let's hear what actually they are saying.
I always ask them, what is your DNA evidence to distinct from a so-called Black Hebrew Israelite?
I guess this guy's talking about some big Black Hebrew Israelite or whatever. So, it's interesting whenever I come across with people like G-Man, because like as I have stated, and as I have proved why G-Man, I think, is still a Christian wannabe, meaning he's not a Christian, but he wants to be a Christian. But he's trying to do whatever things right according to his head, but it always backfires on him and on the body of Christ. I've seen this so many times over the years, and I couldn't let the body of Christ be fooled or be shamed by that sort of behavior, by him, by guys like G-Man, by the fake ones, wannabes. And this is why these atheist wannabes, in order for them to just self-justify their unbelief, they attack people like G-Man with idiots like this Emperor Atheist. And whenever actually I address legit point in their hangout, without actually I didn't respect anything. It's just that they block all my accounts, so I had to go in with my sock. It's just that I just wanted to know why they were appealing to ignorance, and yet they proclaim some sort of victory. I just want to know that reason. Rather than being actually addressed that question, I get personally attacked with ad homes and get blocked, and my comments get deleted. So, Isabella, if you want math, you ask math. You don't hang around there and you don't relay questions. All right, Isabella, I thank you, but you don't do that kind of thing. All right. If your grades are important, then get off the YouTube and actually get a tutor or from your student who actually knows math, and that's how you actually can improve your study further. But you know what I'm talking about exactly, right, Isabella? So it's your decision. I'm not going. You're grown women. I'm not going to tell you, what's up. It's just that I'm just telling you my observation, and over the years how my observation is, right? Now, look at what's his name, DPR Jones. He knows what kind of person I am. He knows I'm like a freaking dog, like bite on your ass, and I will not let you go, like a bulldog. And the same thing with Dragnauct. No matter how much he pulls in these foolish ones like Emperor Atheist, he knows I'll be right behind his tail. So you're looking at actually these fools. I'm sorry to call these people fools, because I do agree with God, because they appeal to ignorance. anyone who make that sort of very rudimentary and fundamental logical fallacy is a fool. As simple as that. Now, it seems like they're also dogging on guy like True, all right? They dog on guy like G-Man, or they dog on the guy like True, on the thing for the things that they have done, I guess, wrong in their opinion for over and over and over and over, like a bunch of retards. Pardon my French. I mean, that's what it is. That's crazy. They repeat the same thing over and over and over and over. I mean, this Dragnauct guy, I mean, he acts like a woman. I'm not saying women is like that, but he acts like less than even a woman. You know, he's the one he mentioned and mocked True, saying that, oh, he works at Popeyes, and Popeyes. Oh, look at his clothes, blah blah blah. Look at the car he's driving. Oh, what a freaking low budget. I mean, he's the one who's mocking like that. He's been mocking people like that, right? And then for like 2 seconds, Dragnauct was joking, saying that True was joking, saying that Dragnauct was bisexual. And then he get all bitchy and pissy and about it, and then he talks about it all the time. And then when I actually address the real issue, I mean, why are you guys appealing to the ignorance? Why are you making logical fallacy? Then your comments blocked, and you're ignored. Your comments are deleted. That sort of people you're dealing with, Sylvas. That sort of people you are actually dealing with. So I suggest you, if other Christians see you being like that, then they will have a little strange thinking, like Christians have done, and I have to explain that it's not so. So you gotta watch out. You're a smart girl, right? You gotta watch out. So they still haven't addressed anything, have they, Sylvas? They have not addressed why they are appealing to their own stupid ignorance insofar as the existence of God, as if they're like gods, or as if they're like number one, as if they had addressed all the evidences in the world. It's just incredible. DPR Jones is finally talking. Let's hear what he got to say.
I think
well, maybe not.
This is the course of YouTube.
Man, I wonder how his law firm is doing. I wonder how his law thing is going. I wonder he's actually can protect the people who are like suffering from like some sort of pedophile and all that. Seeing him in the hangouts like this, I can see him that he's quite out of job. Man, these guys are such a low budget piece of whatever. Pardon my whatever. Let's hear what they gotta say.
In order to hide the around his eyes.
Listen, DPR.
These guys are nothing but low budgets, man.
DPR is a very handsome man. He's a very handsome
Especially
man.
this Tony Hooper guy. I cannot believe that Dragnauct would have Tony Hooper as mod. It's incredible.
You going to DPR now? We got some kind of connection here or what?
DPR, listen, DPR and myself are Brits, so we have to stick together.
Oh,
sure, everybody is a subject of the Queen at some
point.
God save the Queen. God save the Queen.
God save the Queen. God save. You know what? Like these guys from England. I mean, I've experienced many guys from England. Even the the guys who proclaim they're Christians and atheists, mostly these atheists from England, they have lovely accent, but they got nothing in their brain. It's incredible. They're so stupid. I'm sorry.
Which part?
Which part?
And they're so proud of their stupidity. And also, by the way, please note, I'm not personally attacking them with ad homs. I'm exactly pointing out where they have made error, logical error. It's called appealing to ignorance. If you are being ignorant about a certain thing, yet you are so firm about it, then you are appealing to your own ignorance. And this is what atheists were doing. Oh, I'm sorry, atheist wannabes. If you're truly a skeptic, you're probably living agnostic state. You'll probably live in a fence, right? But if you are like atheist wannabe, they'll firmly proclaim and say that, oh, there is no God, as if that, they have reviewed all the evidences, and yet they are so proud of it. And then, of course, they dog on people like J-Man or True for the things that they have done, long time ago, or for the things that they have done being a human.
We're going back some time now in the discussion, but I was wanting to say to Emperor, in my view, G-Man is a classic example of
Amen, Chris. God bless you. Well, whosoever comes against my brothers, my brethren in Jesus,
religious beliefs as stupid, but in his case, I am. He has no idea what he's talking about on pretty much every single topic that he. And this is not uncommon amongst a lot of YouTube theists, that they think that they have the ability to talk intelligently about topics such as DNA.
See, nothing but ad hom, nothing but attacks, right? It's like it's not like even this lawyer guy, or he proclaims himself that he's a lawyer. He cannot provide any like solid thing. For example, oh, it's just a DNA. What about DNA? He doesn't know what DNA is, in fact.
Such as DNA, because it's a field that I'm not familiar with.
Yeah.
It's so brazen and so arrogant.
Did you hear that? Listen, guys, listen. This is one of the very, very interesting things, all right? Because he doesn't know about DNA, that he can actually like judge others, like such as theists, and say that they don't know anything about DNA. I mean, what kind of freaking Twilight Zone are we living in? And I cannot believe like people like G-Man and True, they would be so I don't know, so distraught over these guys, over these fools. I mean, these are so simple. These are simpletons.
Just out of this, did you see the discussion between Dragnauct and G-Man? It was called a debate. Did you?
It was called.
What did you make of it? Right.
It's funny because they're laughing at that very debate that they can only appeal to ignorance, as if that they have addressed certain things correctly. It's like I don't know. It's like you're playing chess. You're playing chess with a pigeon. You're playing chess with a pigeon, and then after that chess is over, meaning that that pigeon is knocking that chess pieces all over the chessboard, and then then the pigeon flies away to its flock and proclaims its victory. And this is exactly what I'm saying from these atheist wannabes. It's incredible.
Page of that website says this is all satirical. None of it's true and whatever. And this is the best argument he comes up with. This is his point that he tried to make against Dragnauct. This is a.
You're just nothing but stupidity. I'm sorry, guys.
So as I say, you may have further conversations with him. I don't know. But don't expect things to get any better. Utterly base level intelligence, because he doesn't have any. Speaking badly with people, but he is an absolute idiot.
Well, let me ask you guys something. Let me ask everybody something here who basically, I guess, he's seen the debate last night. All of you all know G-Man. Let me ask you guys something. This is just basically just for us. What do you attend? I guess it's going back to my second question. What do you expect to just get out of to continue? Like what you just said, Dennis, about him being one of the worst type of people to just reject things and to use unwarranted information, things that are satire. How do you continue to want to keep engaging someone like that?
I
Oh my Lord, these guys are so idiotic. It's incredible. All right, so listen, hey, Emperor. By the way, the guy who just spoke, the Emperor Atheist, who can only blame others. Listen, Emperor Atheist, if you want to have a correct conversation with others, do not make idiotic logical fallacies. Okay, as simple as that. This Emperor Atheist and Dragnauct and DPR Jones, rather than attacking others personally and appealing to your ignorance, maybe you can address the question at hand and actually back up the non-existence of God, right? Then maybe we can expect certain dialogue, you know? I mean, how can, hey, Sabella, go and tell them, how can they expect any dialogue you know, when they block people or delete their comments? How can they expect certain dialogue when they can appeal to ignorance, making logical fallacies? How can they expect to have any sort of debate if they constantly mock others like G-Man, no matter how much whatever that he is, right? How can anyone expect that? And how can anyone disregard your mocking and disrespect and say that's okay? And when people like me actually address, you kind of, you know, skirt away like a bunch of like coward ones, you know. So let's hear what they gotta say a little more.
Yeah, we had after Dragnauct's debate with them. Basically, people like G-Man just find something that
resonate with what he's saying. Confirmation bias. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's it. That is as far as they will go whatsoever in genuine inquiry.
In my chutzpah,
This is what I believe. Any time that supports this,
let me show you the
I'm
screen
not going to change my
for a
view.
minute.
yeah, of course.
That's one,
Actually, never mind.
in
I'll
my view,
just hear the
a
sound.
waste of time. There are
See, this is what's going on. All right. For me, I do this once in a while, once in a blue moon. But these guys do this all the freaking time, saying that it's a waste of time. Now, listen to this. This is how stupid and foolish they are. They think that, you know, talking about like G-Man and True, they think it's such a waste of time. And they've been doing this for like several years. Either they must be really, really stupid or just cray. I mean, that's a thing. These guys are really, really crazy.
After a while, I mean, it's like, you know, after a while of banging your head against the wall, you realise that the wall is not going to change.
But I've never done it.
These guys cannot even move on.
If it fails, then I'll know.
I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Put the hand on the stove, know it's hot. Fine with me. I mean,
Hey, let me
I just think.
let me ask something.
Look at that.
I'm gonna give you a hand.
Can you read that? Can you read that idiotic Tony Hooper's comment? That's what they do. They attack me personally. I mean, he's the one who's actually attacking me personally, right? That's how stupid he is, and that's how much the people these guys are. I asked a simple question without insulting anyone, nobody, right? And this guy just straight up insults me, saying that I insult them. Well, listen, Tony, you idiot. I didn't insult you nor anyone. It's just that my comment and my accounts were deleted and blocked. And nobody was insulting you, Tony Hooper, you idiot, pardon my French right now. But thing is, because you can insult, you think that you can insult others and others shouldn't insult you, that kind of makes me that I want to insult you. This is how idiotic these people are, guys. I mean, if they are addressed with a question they cannot answer, but guess what? They will attack you personally. And Sabella, you being quiet, it kind of tells me where you are. You know, you could just say, hey, Sam didn't attack anybody, any of you here. How did he attack you here? He asked you a question. Yeah, you are the one who cannot even have a conversation, can you? You are the one who cannot have a conversation. You can only delete his comments and block his account, and doesn't even address a single question, which you said you will. I mean, Sabella, don't you know with what kind of people that you are hanging around with? So if you cannot protect your brethren, or if you cannot say something for your brethren, don't even talk about me there. Okay? Don't even talk about me. I mean, I don't know why you guys want to talk about me. All I wanted was like a simple question to be answered, right? Yet, if they're going to personally attack me and then call me names and then Dragnauct, moreover, accuse me, false accuse me of saying that I personally attack these people. Well, where did I attack these guys personally? In their hangout or in their live chat, anywhere? See, Sabella? Now, you can have all the fun you want. You're a grown woman. But like people like me, or when Chris, meaning like at the live chat, whenever people like us see you and your behavior like that, it kind of gives us a second thought. And this is why your faith is kind of like just hanging there. You're just like on a fence. Remember, Christ said that he will spit you out, meaning if you're on the fence, you're going to be spit out. Simple as that. And also if you keep on making excuses, logical fallacies, like these people, like these gentlemen, like this DPR Jones or Dragnauct or the Emperor Atheist, all these guys, sorry to tell you, they are just, how should I say, done. Rejects. Sam, I have their hangouts muted. Oh, I see. Tony, you are being dictated because you inserted him without him inserting you first. Happy? Thank you, Sabella. Well, you know, you don't have to listen to them. You can actually look at the live chat. But I'm glad that you have them muted. Let's see what they're bickering about now.
For a conversation between Benefang X and on the Magic Sandwich show many years ago, during which Aaron was trying to explain.
Isn't it interesting to hear these English guys? They only sound smart. It's interesting.
Venom was finding this somewhat difficult, and eventually ended up by asking, "Well, the birds are dinosaurs. Does that mean that I have to believe in a god?" that.
No, Chris. I'm not. It's not that my intellect is far superior than them, but it's just that a lot of Christians who do not know these so-called logical fallacies, whenever if they want to debate any atheist, they actually have to know their lingo. They actually have to know what they appeal to. They like to appeal to science and logic and their own. Those three things, if you know them, you will be able to defeat their argument anytime and every time. It's just that people like G-Man doesn't know, nor would they want to know, nor what it is. Simply, I suggest G-Man to take a local college logic course or critical thinking course. You'll be able to learn that so that you could actually debate them. But then again, the Bible states not to debate people, right? Not to have that sort of contention and debates. And whenever I see people like G-Man, they are nothing but contention and debate, as if that would make them some kind of Christians or what have you. And this is why I say G-Man is a Christian wannabe. Insofar as these people, like Emperor Atheist, whatever he is, appealing to his stupidity, appealing to his ignorance, constantly making this logical fallacy, and dogging on, a couple of so-called theists or Christians like G-Man or True, self-justifying themselves, therefore they are what? They can be away from damnation. They are so wrong, aren't they? And this is why even God calls them fools, because they think that they can be all okay and justified by blaming others, by attacking others, by appealing to their own ignorance. Hey, God, there was no evidence, so I didn't believe in you. See, that's their logic. It's how strange, how stupid that is. They appeal to their own fallacy, logical fallacy, right? And then proclaim that they're right, as if they're God. It's incredible whenever I see that. And, when I saw that debate last night, it wasn't even a debate. It was like some couple of kids screaming at each other, and I'm looking at G-Man, I'm like, what the heck is wrong with this guy, man? Man, he needs some kind of, if you cannot get a help from Christ, he needs some serious professional help. And I'm looking at this Dragnauct, I'm like, what the heck is wrong with this guy? He cannot even address a point himself. He has to cowardly makes this kind of excuse. Oh yeah, this Emperor Atheist, he always wanted to debate with G-Man. Oh yeah, G-Man wanted to debate with this guy, and make contentions like this guy, and then he goes back and moves back, and then let them duke it out or fight each other. And of course, that quote-unquote debate in itself is just idiotic to the point that, I don't know what they're screaming at. I don't know what they're screaming. It was really, really strange. And then they both proclaimed that they won. I'm looking at these two fat pigeons. One is not that fat, by the way. I'm looking at these two pigeons knocking over chess pieces all over the freaking board. And then they are both flocking away. They're both flying away to wherever their unknown origin location is. And they both make butter after hangout video again. And they dog on each other, proclaiming their victory. What the heck? I'm like, I must be in a freaking Twilight Zone. Man, atheist wannabe versus Christian wannabe debate. Man, that is some freak show. That was some freak show. One freak show. But anyway, I gotta get going and working. These guys are, just hilarious, just idiotic, full of comedy, But anyway, I'm gonna just wrap it up. Thanks, guys, for coming by, for listening. Hey, Dragnauct, you idiot! Pardon my French or English. It doesn't matter how much you try to run from me. Okay, it doesn't matter how much you try to ignore. See, this is what these atheists wannabe do. Okay, including DPR, including Aaron Wright, including Thunderfoot, including this Dragnauct, including whoever. It doesn't matter how small or big subscriber base you have. What they'll do is that if they cannot actually address your point, they're gonna ignore you. That's what they do. See, this is how I know that they're not genuine. They're not truthful about their skepticness. This is how I know that they are not true skeptics. They do not want to know. They are away. They keep away from the light, lest their deeds would be reproved. You see, Dragnauct, DPR Jones, and all these guys who can only appeal to their ignorance, they will keep people like me away like plague, because they will be reproved. And it's really, really interesting. They can only personally attack me, people like me, like Tony Hooper, for example. Dragnauct, although he says that, oh, I'm for trolling, I'm for like all those idiotic things or whatever. Whoever, if you have a counter, come on in, come on out, yet accept thick shades. Because why? He's insulting. When I didn't even insult anybody, when they are the one who actually insulted me, blocking me, and deleting my comments, doxing me, calling me names. Well, I think I have stated the reason long enough. I hope that also, if you are a Christian, you know at least a simple logic also, and that these atheist wannabes, all they can do is that they can only appeal to their ignorance. It's not just regular ignorance. It's just it's their own ignorance, being their own idiotic gods. Thank you for listening. I hope that you have a wonderful day today, weekend also, and have a good one. Sabella, I wish you good luck with the math quiz or math. Guys, thank you. Chris, thank you. Why don't they want to know Jesus? They love the. Well, yeah, exactly. I think it's a lot of times it's due to their ignorance in many ways. They do like to appeal to their own. That's the main problem. They like to appeal to their own, whether their own is true or false. They just like to do that, and probably because they think, as you said, they love themselves too much. All right, thank you guys. Have a good one. Have a great weekend. Bye for now.